Observer today. So we know their battle plan going into the future. What chain of events do you see happening? What nations will go under next as snacks to the bankers, and when will they try to fully pull the U.S. down? I mean, we know they started the process in 2008, but when do they plan to fully decapitate the republic?
Well, I've spoken on the program here before about this, and I think what they're going to do, there are 19 nations on the edge of bankruptcy. Iceland is probably the leader of the pack, and that includes the United States and Great Britain. And I think by the end of next year, they will try to bring about a meeting which will allow all of the players, nations, to devalue their currencies simultaneously and default on debt, and there'll be ratios which they'll use. They've already figured out how they're going to do it. And I think that's the way that they will finally try to bring the world, and particularly the United States and Western Europe, to its knees. And because that will usher in a deflationary depression. And this is what I think that they're planning. The tip of the iceberg has been Iceland and Greece, and then you have all the other underlying players, and they're going to bring them all down together, I think. And because that's more acceptable to people. If you pick off Greece or Iceland or any other country one at a time, there's great consternation among the people who are within that country. And you're seeing that in Greece with the riots, etc., and the stoppages, and that's going to continue indefinitely. And they really don't want that. So they'll shut them up by saying, oh, here's your austerity measures. We're going to give you some credit. And they'll keep them subdued for a year, 2 years on their planning schedule.
Okay, Bob.
And I don't think they're going to...
Stay there. Let's come back and finish up with that, and then how the banks have done this in the third world over and over again, and in the first world in some cases. What the tax system will look like under this if they're successful. What percentage of GDP will go to debt to the criminal bankers.